Hey guys, welcome back. I'm going to dive into a video here where we take a look at something a little bit different. We're going to jump into some flashlights, and most importantly today, we're going to talk about this Braun, and it is the Braun 250 lumens rechargeable UV pen light. Kind of a mouthful. Part number on this is 59374. Double checking. Sometimes I have another 59374, so it's consistently just the same part number. Now, with this flashlight, it is kind of unique because it's more of a streamline, very kind of pencil-esque shape, which makes it unique, especially for everyday carry guys. So if you're in the automotive field, if you work on construction or heavy equipment, you name it, where you need to carry a flashlight in your pocket, and maybe it's in your front pocket, right? You like to have it clip over. This does have a semi-deep carry to it. It is a spring steel, so it does have a pretty good feel to it. I do like that it has the extra long lip here. Some other manufacturers, we'll point this one out, don't offer quite as much of a lip, so it is a little bit more of a challenge to sometimes clip this over. So I do like that it's got a little bit more of a lip, so it could be either your pocket in your pants or your front pocket on your shirt, or coveralls, overalls, what have you. So we're going to take a look at this today. It is claims to be a 3-in-1 pen light LED strip. It does have the pen light out the front. I'll let you guys take a look at that real quick. That is plenty bright out the front. And out the side, you have the cob strip light. You can take a look at it here. There are multiple elements in there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And then this last one here is actually a UV light. So for you guys that want to use a light for multiple items, not just lighting up an area, but have a UV light, then this does all those. And we'll test them out here too, just kind of see how they look and work as we go. So they claim runtime on this, if you're on the low, it's going to be up to 12 hours. And range up to 170 feet. Obviously, the strip light isn't quite as focused as the pen light, so the pen light's going to have a little bit further reach. There's UV black light, and here are your modes: high, low, and then variable. So variable is, as you turn this on, a little bit with the cob light. Oh, you can do it with the pen light. So you click it on, and then you hold it, and it will decrease, and then blink once it reaches the bottom, and then it will increase back up till it reaches max, and blink again. So you can, on all modes, turn the cob, go down, blink, and then full blink again, full brightness. So brightness, light, I mean, it's actually does a great job. I mean, as far as a small handheld LED, you're talking about 250 max lumens, and that's going to be for, let's see here, the pen light's 200 lumens, and then your cob light, your strip light, is going to be 250. So both have actually a very high output for such a small little pen light. And you can see here, feel free to pause if you guys want to see, but lumens on high, 250 for that strip light. Low is going to be 85, 3 hours and 30 minutes going high, 12 hours on low, and then 70 feet and 40 feet for the max reach on this side. And then for the pen light, 200 lumens and 6 hours and 30 minutes max usage time. And it'll go up to 170 feet, which is great. Let me tell you the charge time, which is nice, 2 hours and 30 minutes. So for most people, that's going to be plenty fine. The charging for it, they give you your own cord. It's also going to be several feet, but is the older USB style. You can see here, right, where you insert it in. Now this cover isn't the best at staying closed, I will admit. This little finger flip is nice because it does, give access, but it also does get caught on stuff sometimes. So, and it's not the easiest to always squish back in there. So once it's in, it looks like such. So you could catch that on stuff pretty easy and pop it out. So just keep that in mind if you're looking at it. There's the on and off power button. The whole frame itself is aluminum, so it is nice. No plastic anywhere. Even the base here is nice. And here's another perk that I like about it. is it's magnetic, and it's a strong enough magnet that doesn't want to fall off. It actually holds on there quite nice. So if you're looking for a nice magnetic end as you're working underneath a car, truck, what have you, you could quickly take this, place it, rotate it to whatever position you want, and it actually works quite well. So magnet, and then once again this little piece wants to just not stay in there. So a little bit of a bugger. I wouldn't say it's a deal breaker, but maybe once you guys get it figured out how you want it in there, it'll stay for you. But all in all, nice construction. It is fairly light, very maneuverable in the hand. A little bit tail heavy, just barely. But overall function and usage is quite nice. So first click, light. Then the second click, this the strip light. And then it goes to full power. So it goes low to high. And then here is the UV light. Now looking at the UV light, let's use something a little bit white. It does shine and it does do its job. Let's see if it kills a couple lights here for us, make it a little bit easier to tell. It does do its job, right? And the key for ultraviolet light for most guys is going to be if you're working on AC systems, or maybe you got it to your a certain oil and you want to be able to see if it's leaking out anywhere, this UV light will help you out. I will say it isn't the brightest. There are definitely brighter UV lights out there, but I say in a pinch, it does its job. Like it will light up. I mean, I got a lot of lights on in here, so it's going to be a little tough to see, but it will light up if you're close enough to a subject. You can light it up with that UV light, and then it does brighten and darken too. There you go. It just clicked over. So I can't tell if that's on the high or the low. Feels like the low. There you go. So it's there. It's UV. It works. Let's cycle through again. One click, the Penlight. Second click, medium. Third click, high on the strip. And then fourth click takes you back to the ultraviolet light. And then one more click takes you out. And again, if you're in any of those settings, like the Penlight, and you want to adjust the brightness, hold down the power button to get your desired brightness out of the light. So all in all, construction is great. I mean, if you want to see what brightness looks like, let's say compared to this here Milwaukee Penlight, this is relatively new too. So here's your Milwaukee. Let me get out of the way so you can see the brightness. There's the brightness of the Milwaukee. And then there is the brightness of the Braun. You could see how the color is more of a whiter or even slightly bluer light out of this. And the Milwaukee is going to be more of a true tone. But brightness is going to be brighter out of the Braun versus this Milwaukee light. And now pricing, you may ask yourself, how much does it cost? These are right now about $23. Obviously, you could get coupons for these as well, which will bring the pricing back down. But for $23 for a nice Penlight, that's rechargeable. And, I mean, pricing is actually quite good on that. Now, it's made in China, like many of Harbor Freight's tools. But, I mean, all in all, it is quite nice. On the back, it talks about the rechargeable lithium-ion battery and talks about recycling it. So, anyways, this is, I'd say if you're looking at a good Penlight, that's a good size, a good heft, that's durable enough that, I don't feel it's going to fall apart on me anytime soon. I've used it for a couple jobs, and it's actually been quite nice. So, I'd love to hear your guys' comments. Have you guys had any experience with this Braun Penlight? If so, how do you like it? Anyways, guys, thanks for tuning in, and we'll talk to you soon.